Hi, everyone. So let's get started. Sorry about being a little bit late, but we are going to continue with the free lessons. We're going to have them every day at 10 a.m. and tomorrow 10 a.m. Next week, I'm planning to do it every day at 10 a.m. So it's a daily thing. And if you miss it, we are going to post it on the YouTube. Okay. If you want to follow, you can follow the free ESL classes actually on the class code. Okay. So the class code, it's going to be actually K3N LB3R. Okay. So this is going to be writing task 1, and we are going to examine the writing task 1. Okay. So let's get this out. Okay. So writing task 1. First of all, we're going to understand the rubric. Okay. The instructions is writing task 1. You should spend about 20 minutes on this task. It's worth 33% of your writing task your writing test in the IELTS. So we are going to be talking about writing task 1 in IELTS. Okay. So you may be familiar with this chart. This is a pie chart. We are actually going to go through different types of charts. Okay. Let me get here and let me go over here. Okay. The different tasks here. Okay. So this is going to be the different tasks. Okay. So we do have a pie chart. It's going to be on page 18. There's going to be a bar chart. Okay. It's going to be on page 16. Maps are less often, but on page 51. Line chart, which is also a graph. Okay. So page 32. A process, which is less often. Diagrams, a mixed, and a table. Okay. So we do have some students' examples as well, and we're going to look at that maybe tomorrow or some other day. Okay. So let's go back. Let's go back to the visuals here. Okay. So here it says the charts below give information about world spending and population. Okay. So what we're going to be talking about, okay, is that you have to do, let me enlarge this for a little bit. It's going to have to do, oops, sorry. You have to do these 4 things, okay? These 4 things are going to be part of your task achievement. And I'm going to be talking about the rubric and task achievement a bit later, okay? So number 1 is paraphrase the question, which is I'm going to be talking about. Paraphrase means to put in your own words, okay? That is the question, okay? The overview is overall or a summary, okay? And also the features and comparisons. This is what we're going to be doing, okay? There's no personal pronouns, third person, and no opinions. This is a summary only. It's 150 words minimum, means that you can go over, but you remind yourself you only have 20 minutes, okay? So please, okay, if you do have extra time, you would probably use it for writing task 2 as it's worth more. Another tactic or strategy that you can use is that you can start writing task 2 before writing task 1, because writing task 2 is worth more. Okay, so let's go on to the PDF again. Okay, so when you paraphrase, this is the question here. Okay, I'm going to like this. Okay, this is the question. Okay, let me put a comment here. We'll put number 1, paraphrase the question. Okay, so this is the first thing that you should do. Paraphrase the question. This is the question right here. Okay, now I'm going to put this in different colors. Okay, let's use a blue here. So summarize here, okay, is the overall. This is the second thing that you do. Okay, main features, put this in pink, would be the third thing you're going to be doing. Okay? And the fourth thing, obviously, is the comparison. Let's put this in. Color do we not have? Blue, maybe orange. Oops, apologize. Okay. So this is the comparison, okay? As we go back to the Google document or the Google Classroom, paraphrase the question. This is number one, overview, the features, and comparisons, okay? So here, main features, which is the information. Main features means the information, statistics, percentages. Comparisons is about you're going to be comparing one to the other. Now, this is a little bit different, okay? So here you got world spending here, and then you have world population. Now here, draw a line here. Not straight, I'm sorry. Let me see if I can draw a straight line. Probably not, but let's try. A line, okay? This is a straight line. So here is a straight line. So you can paraphrase the question, okay? Because there's an and sign connecting one and the other. So that could be in one paragraph, okay? Another way to paraphrase it is, these charts illustrate, you can use synonyms, okay? Illustrate world spending and world population, okay? And will define and separate the two. World spending cannot be compared to population, okay? Two different things, okay? You, as a person, and I are two different things. You and I are going to the movies together, you and I. So the and is a preposition that separates the two, okay? So you're going to be doing that. So paraphrase the question is done in one sentence. It's done, okay? So overall, you can summarize, okay? Overall, okay? World spending, you can say overall, food spends the most, okay? Followed by transportation, housing, and clothing. Now, this is out of date, and the details are pretty much inaccurate, but the numbers don't matter, okay? The real life matters don't matter, because housing in Toronto right now in 2024, it's about like 50-60%, to be honest, okay? It doesn't need to be realistic, okay? But you need to follow it, okay? So food is number one. What is the largest? What is the smallest? Food is the largest percentage, followed by secondly, transport, housing, and the least is clothing. Other is 40%, and it's not specified what is other, so you can leave that out. So world population, Asia is the highest percentage, followed by Europe and the Americas with the same percentage, and Africa. For the summary, you don't have to put specific numbers, okay? You just have to summarize what it is, okay? Main features. Now, the main features are going to be the specific numbers, okay? So you're going to be doing, okay, so first of all, I apologize, okay? You should separate the summaries, main features, and comparisons for world spending, and separate the summaries, main features, and comparisons for world population. Okay? So it's going to be do two because you cannot compare the other. You might compare food and transport, but you cannot compare Asia and clothing. That doesn't make sense. Okay? So let's scroll down. I believe we do have, okay? And then, so we talked about task one involves reporting the data. We already talked about that in a chart or table. Okay, you summarize the information in a visual or set of data. Select the main features and report the main features. Okay, make comparisons where relevant. Write at least 150 words. Should probably write 165 to 170 words. Okay, to cover all the main features and diagrams. Okay. As I said, you can finish task one before addressing task two, okay, before addressing task one, okay? Now let's scroll down to the different charts you may encounter. I already told them, but let's see what it looks like. This is a pie graph, okay? This is a, okay, so, okay, let me see. Let me get my pen out, okay? This is a pie graph here. This is a table, okay? This is also a pie graph. This is also called what I call a bar graph, okay? So this is a process diagrams. These are process diagrams, okay? And these are maps, okay? This one is a mixed task. We're going to be talking about mixed tasks. As I said, even though the first one here is a pie graph or pie chart, it is divided into two different things. So a mixed chart will be similar. It's just that you have two different charts, but you'll be doing the same thing. You're going to be doing the paraphrase the question. This is the question, okay? And then you will do the, okay, let me get, okay. Number 2 is the overall, okay? 3 is features and comparisons. Remember that we did the paraphrase the question in one sentence for both of them. Then you'll do, oh, sorry, I need to put number 4. Then you do the same thing, okay? Number 2 is overall, features and comparisons, same thing, okay? But you'd have to do them differently. We're going to be talking about this on tomorrow, okay? We're going to be talking about different charts tomorrow, okay? So the assessment criteria. Every report is read 4 times by an examiner, and each time it will be marked by one of the following. Task achievement, okay? When we go back to the task achievement, this is the task achievement, okay? You need these 4 things. Paraphrase the question. It is going to be about 1 sentence, okay? And then overview, features, and comparisons, okay? So for the mixed task, overview, features, and comparisons will be 1 paragraph, and then the other task, overview, features, comparisons, okay? So there's going to be about 3 paragraphs, okay? Let me show you. So here would be, okay, 1 paragraph would be paraphrase the question. Now, overview, features, comparisons over here for 1, the 2nd paragraph. 3rd paragraph, overview, features, comparisons here, okay? Coherence and cohesion. This is the organization. As I said, the organization should be follows, okay? Paraphrase, overview, features, and comparisons. Some people like to put the overview at the end. That's fine. But if you should have linking words such as, for example, as an example, or overview, features, and comparisons, like for example, in summary, overall would be a connector, okay? So task achievement is how appropriately and accurately, okay, your responses fills the requirement, okay? Academic writing task 1 is a writing task which has different input and a largely predictable output, okay? It is basically information transfer tasks. You're summarizing the information. There is no opinions in this. You're summarizing, okay, about factual content, not speculations or explanations, okay? You're not saying why the global population is this. You're not stating why the spending is this, okay? No, you're just reporting the data, okay? As we said, okay, have you summarized? Have you paraphrased? Okay, overview, summary, comparisons, it's all here. Now, coherence and cohesion is the organization. As I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this order is kind of mixed up, but as I said, when I pasted it, that is your, okay, that is the organization. Okay. So this criterion is with the overall clarity and fluency, organization, linking words, okay, and sequencing, the sequencing and linking words. Okay, that's what I said. Have you organized your information logically? As I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there overflow progression? Have you used linking words, linkers proficiency? Have pronouns been used correctly? And do they have clear references? Have you organized the text in paragraphs logically and sufficiently? As I said, paraphrase the question, okay? Talk about the first table and talk about the second table, okay? Now, lexical resource. It's a fancy word for saying vocabulary. Do you have a big vocabulary, a big range, big flexibility? Do you have a good level of vocabulary? Precision means that do you use it correctly or accurately? The style, collocations, okay? Collocations means that these words put together, do they form collocations correctly? Now, collocations has to be learned. We can talk about collocations in a separate lesson, but not today. Vocabulary mistakes, spelling, word choice, word formation. Okay? When evaluating mistakes, the effect each has on the reader and the intelligibility of your report is taken into account. Now, grammar range and accuracy. Okay. Grammar range and accuracy. Oh, sorry. We talked about vocabulary mistakes, spelling, word choice, word formation. Grammar range and accuracy are just grammar. Okay. Punctuation is a big thing. Okay. Compound structures. Grammar. Various sentence structures. What kind of grammar mistakes do you have? Capitalizations, things like that. Okay. As I said, task achievement, there's 9 levels. Okay. So if it doesn't address one of those things, you can't reach more than a 6. Okay. And you can read the task achievements. Okay. You read the task rubric. Okay. We're not going to go through the rubric. We already went through the criterions, but you can go through the rubric. You have the PDF. Okay. So some comparative languages. Okay. We're going to go through this tomorrow. Okay. This ends the free lesson for today. There's going to be just 15 minutes every day. So, okay, if you would like to learn more, you can email me, okay, at info@therightsolutions.com. I'm going to write it here. Sorry, .ca. Or you can call me at 416-857-1993. You can text me, you can WhatsApp me, and what's to have me. Okay. To download the information, I'm going to post this website. Okay. You can visit us at www.therightsolutions.ca. And you can also comment this on the YouTube page. Okay. If anyone has any questions, you can do that. Okay. Thank you very much. And I hope this is insightful. Tomorrow we'll be continuing this. Okay. But thank you. And I hope to see you some other day.